Welcome to Farmington Black Knight Fieldhouse. We girls are playing tonight, playing the Potosi Lady Trojans. And before the game, we will start senior activities, so we will be going to that here now.
Tonight, we'd like to recognize our seniors and their parents and congratulate them on their successful season. Our first senior, number 33, Bailey Gilliam. Bailey is the daughter of Michael and Jacqueline Gilliam and the granddaughter of Randy Adams, Sharon Archer, Mary and Bob Gilliam, Matt Archer, and Betty Adams. Bailey is a member of the tennis, basketball, and track teams. She received all conference honors in shot put and discus. Her favorite memory is defeating the Soto and making the three-pointer that tied the game. Bailey will attend Southeast Missouri State University and will major in elementary education. Number 33, Bailey Gilliam. Number 35, Virginia Lugo, is the daughter of Jason Lugo and Sarah Brewer. She is a member of Student Council, International Leadership, United Mentoring, Art Club, Health Occupation Students of America, Secretary of National Honor Society, Vice President of the senior class, and tennis, basketball, and soccer teams. Her favorite memory is Lakin's pre-game back massages. Virginia plans to attend the University of Missouri in Columbia and will study pre-med. Number 25, Virginia Lugo. Number 34, McKenna Moore, is the daughter of Jay and Debbie Moore and the granddaughter of Ron and Carolyn Breeze and JC and Terry Moore. She is Vice President of Student Council, a member of Key Club, World Cafe, National Honor Society, International Leadership, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, United Mentors, and the volleyball, basketball, and soccer teams. Her favorite memory is all the seniors going to Starbucks. McKenna plans to attend MSU and will major in physical therapy. Number 34, McKenna Moore. Number 23, Macy Pauls, is the daughter of Robert and Chanda Pauls and the granddaughter of Robert and Janet Pauls. She's a member of Key Club, World Cafe, Health Occupation Students of America, and participated in volleyball, basketball, and soccer. Macy received all conference and all district honors in volleyball and the all conference, all district, and Rockwood Summit's all tournament team honors in basketball. Her favorite memory is when Coach Banger was running the defensive slide drill and she fell down. Macy will major in dental hygiene and continue her basketball career at Lewis and Clark College in Illinois. Number 23, Macy Pauls. Number 15, Sophia White, is the daughter of Andrew and Courtney White and the granddaughter of Gary and Karen White and Patty Belfield. She has participated in Girls Only Science Club, Key Club, and the softball, basketball, and track teams. Macy received first team all conference, first team all district, second team all region, and academic all state honors in softball. Her favorite memory is when her freshman team defeated Jackson. Sophia plans to attend Southeast Missouri State University and will major in marketing management. Number 15, Sophia White. And number 20, Kaylee Woolridge, the daughter of Stephen and Nikki Woolridge. She's a member of International Leadership, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Health Occupation Students of America, a member of the volleyball, basketball, and track teams, and received academic all-state honors in volleyball. Her favorite memory is her junior year season. Kaylee plans to attend college and will major in nursing. Number 20, Kaylee Woolridge. Elisa Howard is the daughter of Jeffrey and Amanda Howard, and the granddaughter of Mike and Debbie Howard, Tim Altamir, Diane Davis-Glore, and Patty Patton. She has participated in World Cafe, Student Council, soccer, dance, cheer, and is a volunteer for Special Olympics. Her favorite memory is when Kaylee hit her. Elisa plans to attend Jefferson College and then will transfer to the University of Kansas City to pursue a career in dentistry. Elisa Howard. Emily Strickland is the daughter of Avery Strickland and Diana Parker, and the granddaughter of Ralph and Barbara Strickland. She's a member of National Honor Society, Teachers Farmers of America, Standing on Scripture, United Mentors, and cheerleading. Her favorite memory is going to cheer camp and meeting other people who share the same love for cheer. Emily plans to attend Southeast Missouri State University and will major in agricultural education. Emily Strickland. And our final cheerleader, Miranda Wade, is the daughter of Stephen Kim Wade and the daughter of Anita and Ron Moore. She is a member of National Honor Society, Health Occupation Students of America, Girls Only Science Club, World Cafe, cheerleading, and is the editor of the yearbook. Her cheer memory is dislocating her knee at camp her freshman year and thinking that she could never stop again, then making the competition squad and winning first at state. Miranda plans to attend Maryville University and will major in marketing. Miranda Wade. Tonight's cheerleading team placed second in regionals and third in the state games day divisions. Congratulations to all the boys and all the girls 2019 senior for basketball and cheerleading.
really boring.
Did you see the JV game? The JV game was better than the varsity game.
He's here. He's over there.
Bro, I can't even hear. I can't even hear Mr. Hill.
You gonna do me a favor?
What do you want?
You wanna go get me? I only got 2 bucks.
I guess.
our students and players. Now, singing the national anthem tonight, let's welcome Farmington High School's very own senior, Ella Giuliani, and the presentation of the colors by the Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard. Commanding tonight's performance are senior cadets Alexander Wade, So Copeland, Katie Holbus, and Maddie Mannion.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to your presentation from BKTV. I'm Truckee Lambert. By my side, I have Isaac Tennant. We have some girls basketball here tonight set underway. Got your Farmington Knights going up against the Potosi Trojans as starting lineups are about to be announced now. It's senior night tonight, so you can imagine a senior heavy lineup of some sort for Farmington for sure. A lot of the seniors are going to get some time. Farmington's coming off 2 losses, looking at a 7-9 record. St. John didn't treat him too well last time without Macy Pauls in the lineup. The offense couldn't click at all. But Potosi's announcing the starting lineups right now, and you have Peyton Blair, Cassidy DeClue, you have Cameron Young, Olivia Coleman, and then to round out the lineup, you have Allie Coleman. If I'm not mistaken, for Potosi, Olivia Coleman handles a load of the scoring, as they also stand with a 5-7 record, coming off a loss as well. But they can compete with some of the better teams in their conference, you could say, when it comes down to it. And of course, you got Macy Pauls back up in the lineup, missing last game. Definitely handles a load of the scoring. Farmington, you have Kaylee Woolridge, Bailey Gillum, Virginia Lugo, and McKenna Moore starting at Farmington. Can you imagine seeing Sophia White? There's a couple other seniors on the lineup too, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that might be it. Just them 5 and then Sophia White, I think.
Yeah, my bad. Abigail Kazmanis gets a lot of time off the bench. Same with Brianna Speaker lately. She's gotten a lot of quality minutes. Seeing some of the younger kids come up from JV or so, Emma Gershner, if I'm not mistaken, and Carter Clark also has gotten a little bit of playing time. Or at least she did in the game against St. John. Set the tip off now. We got 4 8-minute quarters coming at you soon. Bailey Gillum sets the tip off against Olivia Coleman as Farmington wins the tip. Going to give it to Macy Pauls. Farmington said they were going to tweak the offense a little bit for Potosi's 1-3-1 defense. Something different they haven't seen this season. Going to see how it works out. Unforced turnover early for Farmington, though, as they just passed the ball out of bounds as Peyton Blair will be walking the ball up the court. So he gives that out to DeClue. Back to Blair. Back to Coleman. In the corner. Swings it out to the wing. Just moving the ball around the arc now. Thought about it. Gives it to Blair. Back to They get it inside now. Young's going to finish that layup. 2 points on the board early for Potosi. Good ball movement. Macy Pauls now bringing it up.
Looks like they're in a 2-2-1 press.
Farmington fighting for the rebound. It's going to be Potosi's ball out of bounds.
Sophia White checking in for Macy Paul. She's probably got restricted minutes since she's been hurt lately.
Yeah, it's something with her ankle, if I'm not mistaken. Kayla was just telling me they mostly want to save her for a conference coming up soon. Just really trying to do well then. As Potosi moves the ball down low, get to the clue. They swing it around to find Yunt, and then Blair outside for a three, and she's going to hit that three. 5-0 early for Potosi. Bailey Gillum gets the ball on the top of the key, swings it to Woolridge.
Farmington's pretty good at beating that press that Potosi's putting on them.
Woolridge, wide outside. He's going to swing it around to Virginia Lugo. There's Moore. Moore's going to let it fly. Just rims out. As Yunt's bringing the ball up the court to Blair, to DeClue, in the corner to Coleman. Swings it way over to Yunt, and then Olivia Coleman at the top of the key, or my bad, at the top of the arc, and she's going to hit that three. 8-0 early for Potosi. They're firing on all cylinders right now. Ball Sophia. That's going to be picked off by Yunt, and she's going to take it up strong against Sophia. Almost said Olivia. She's going to get 2 free throws. Potosi's getting out ahead early. In the first 2 minutes, they went on a little 8-0 run here. As ball's tipped around, Farmington gets a steal, and Sophia White's running the court. She's got Kaylee Woolridge. She's going to go for that layup, and it just hits the rim. As DeClue gets, Blair, my bad, gets the rebound.
Virginia Lugo trying to get the ball back and just couldn't do it and knocked it out of bounds. Potosi's ball.
I'm going to give that to Yunt. Yunt dribbling around, gives it to Blair, to DeClue. DeClue to Blair. I'm going to give that to Yunt. Little jab step. Tries to get it to Coleman down low. Bailey Gillum picks that off, gets a steal. And give that to Moore and Sophia to run the offense. Farmington still got a goose egg in the score column. Tries to get that down low, and that's going to be another steal. But McKenna Moore's going to fight for the ball. Gets it back. But Potosi ends up coming away with it as Blair's running the court. She's going to give that to Young outside. Young tries to swing it down low. Gillum tips it. In the corner now. Gives it to Yunt. Yunt's going to shoot that. Ooh, just rims out. Now Lugo gives it to White. Ball's almost tipped away. White regains it. Lugo's open on the wing.
She drives the baseline and gets a foul.
I think the foul was on the floor, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. As early Potosi's also making a switch to Jalen Mike. As there's White in the corner. She's going to let it fly. Can't get it to go. Tough offensive possession there. But they're going to get that rebound. Sophia White was open again. Thought about it. There's Lugo. Back to Sophia. Lugo in the corner. Back to Sophia again. Woolridge. Potosi's really trying to get these passing lanes, cover the passing lanes. Bailey going up for a shot. Couldn't get it to go, and it rolls out of bounds. As Blair bringing the ball up for Potosi again. Yunt gives it to Likes. She drives in. That's Coleman outside. Couldn't get the shot to go. Moore's going to get that rebound. She's going to give it to Lugo. Lugo's running. Hits Woolridge in the corner. She thought about it. Gives it to Moore down low for the layup. Can't get it to go, as that'll be a foul. 2 free throws. Farmington cannot get this lid off the bucket.
Gillum almost got it to go in for that and one, but just couldn't make it happen. Going to shoot 2. She makes her first. Knights finally put a point on the board, 8-1. She sinks her second one.
2 points for Farmington now. As Blair will be taking the ball up as they give it to Likes. She drives in, gets a foul, goes up strong with it, couldn't get the shot to go though.
Last 2 possessions that she's got the ball, she's been very dribble happy, it looks like.
First one's up. Rolls out. As Jordan Mercer is checking in for Cameron Young. Second one's no good too. McKenna Moore goes for the rebound. That's going to be out on Potosi. Farmington's ball.
Here comes that press again.
A lot of pressure from Potosi.
Farmington's been handling it pretty well so far, not having a good possession.
As Farmington turns it over, Potosi got a pretty easy shot there, couldn't get it to go. It's going to be out on Farmington though, as Potosi is going to keep possession. Mercer will be inbounding it. She gives that to Olivia Coleman to Likes. Yeah, swing that around to Blair. Blair seems to have some kind of knee brace on. Don't know if that's a problem right now, or if that's just a kind of a safety precaution type thing.
Maybe an ACL tear, maybe earlier.
Yeah. But there's Mercer at the top of the 3. She's going to give that to Coleman to Likes, and she's going to drive in. Tries to get a foul to go, but gets the bucket to fall. There's White. Farmington trying to beat this press now. Back to White. I'm going to give that to Lugo. Lugo to Gillum down low. Drives in. Can't get it to fall. Tough possessions as Farmington takes a little crash. It's a 2-on-1. And Likes is going to get another foul. 2 more free throws. Being very aggressive off the bench. She'll shoot 2 more for Potosi. 10-2 with close to 5 minutes taken out of this first quarter. Potosi's really just kind of running their kind of game. They're being aggressive, taking open shots. Patient offense, really just moving the ball well. A lot of good cuts. Great defense so far. As Cameron Young will be checking back in the game, and if I'm not mistaken, Alyssa Coleman too. Oh, no, my bad. As Bailey Goom gets the rebound, passes the ball up the court to Sophia White. Sophia White slowing it down a little bit. Gives it to Lugo. I'm going to give that to Waters on the high post. Olivia Bussey is checked into the game for Farmington. Sophia White. Lugo in the corner. Back to White. There's Bussey again.
Risky pass.
I'm going to give it to Woolridge. Tries to get it down to Gillum, but that ball is going to be tipped away. Foul on go, if I'm not mistaken. Potosi's ball.
Not a bad idea to feed her in the post, but she was covered up. So
Farmington's going to take a 30-second timeout here. Like I said earlier, Isaac, Potosi's really just clicking on all cylinders on both ends of the court. What does Farmington need to do to potentially crack this score column a little bit more and close this gap?
Well, they're running a 2-3 zone, or they're running a man. Farmington is against Potosi. They just got to. I don't know if they're just not getting around the screens on that around the arc or what, but Potosi's just hitting a lot of shots. So, and Farmington's just got to click in their offense. Try to feed it down low maybe a little bit, get some shots outside, maybe some jumpers.
Bailey Gillum down low when she can heat up a little bit. She can really work down low. She's can finish well through a lot of contact too when she's really working. Led the team in scoring against St. John, although it wasn't quite a high-scoring game. Still something to look at. Macy Paul still hasn't got any more time. Interesting to see if she's only going to be playing for that little bit in the beginning of the game as Jordan Likes drives in again and gets another foul.
She really likes to go to that right side.
For sure. Very quick. goes up strong to the rack.
Which is
Farmington's already got 5 team fouls early in this game.
Abigail Casamatas checking in for the Knights. It's kind of surprising with Like coming off the bench being that aggressive. You don't really see that very often.
For sure, it's got to be like a nice little boost to have somebody who can still put up some points like she does and kind of keeps the offense in some kind of rhythm. As that ball is instantly going to get stolen by Blair from a Bussy, and she's going to drive in and finishes through the contact. Surprising there wasn't a foul call. As White now has the ball on the inbound. 13-2. Potosi's really just putting their foot on the pedal right now. Bussy's driving up the court, trying to get something. Hits her defender with a little crossover. Thinks about it. Going to get that to Casamatas. Casamatas is going to shoot it. Can't get it to go. And Farmington's shooting struggles continue. As Yunt has the ball, gives it to Blair. And Blair slows it down a little bit. Coleman gives it to Yunt. Back to Coleman. Thought about it. Hits him with a little floater. She's going to give that to go. They're going to give that to Gilm around half court. She's going to drive right in, and they're going to call that
a block. A block on number.
Thought that was going to be a charge there for. It's actually going to be a shooting foul.
Yeah, it looks like she didn't have her feet set, or she covered her hands over Gillum. I'm not really sure.
Thought for a hot second there that might have been a charge once the contact was made, but they did call it a foul. I thought it might be on the floor too.
Yeah.
But the other Coleman sister checks in, Alyssa, as Gillum's going to be shooting 2 more free throws. Only points of the game are from Bailey Gillum at the line here tonight. As she gets the second one to fall. And Potosi's going to have this ball with a minute left in the first. Bree Speaker checks in for Bailey Gillum, the only scorer for Farmington, as I just mentioned. And let's see if they can get anything going here as Mercer has it on the top. Gives it to Blair on the wing. Back to Mercer. Gives it to Yunt. And drives in. Kicks it up to Coleman on the corner. She's going to drive in, go up hard.
Oh.
No call there as it's actually there is a call there. It's going to be Potosi's ball.
I think it was they missed the call and they just gave him the ball. I'm not really sure. It probably should have been a foul. I'm not really.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I didn't quite see what happened. But as likes have it, she gives it to Coleman outside. Coleman gives it to Blair. Blair to Yunt. She hits her defender with a jab set, and she's going to drive in and goes up high for the glass. She's going to be fouled. Potosi getting to the line a lot here early. Staying aggressive.
Pretty young lineup in right now. Only 2 seniors in.
Yeah, you saw a lot of that in St. John as well. Emma Gershner got quite a bit of time along, like I said, with Clayton Clark, especially in the fourth quarter. Bree Speaker's got a lot more time along as Olivia Bussey. Olivia Bussey's definitely showed she's got a little bit of a jump shot she can shoot when left open. You're going to call that a travel on Abigail Casamatas. That's just a little tough. 17-4 with about 16 and a half seconds left in this first quarter. DeClue walking the ball up for Potosi. She drives right by Bussey, and she's going to give it to Mercer down low. Mercer tries to drive through contact, but they're going to call a travel on Mercer. And with a little, close to 4 seconds left on the clock, Farmington's going to get a chance to get a shot off here. They're going to give that to White. White tries to heave it up the court to Casamatas. Couldn't get it to go. As Potosi gets the steal and tries to heave it up. 17 for Potosi. Isaac, what has Potosi been doing or not doing? Same with Farmington. Kind of give me a rundown of the first quarter.
I mean, Potosi's defense is really hurting Farmington. That they beat the press the first few possessions, and then I don't really know what happened to Farmington with that press breaker. Potosi's just doing a good job of getting to the rim, and they're hitting shots. Their offense is really clicking. Farmington, they just can't get the ball up that court at the press, and then when they do, they can't really run an offense. I believe all their points is off free throws.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, both from Bailey Gillum.
Yeah, so I mean,
They've had a couple of good looks. Nothing to really just get in the bottom of the net yet. Just trying to stay with it, I guess. Drive the ball. Not much to it.
Yeah, I think a couple seniors checked back in.
Bailey Gillum, Virginia Lugo, and McKenna Moore all checked back in.
And Abby Casamat is still in. She's actually been doing pretty well for a junior playing varsity this year. Pretty tough.
Yeah, definitely some quality minutes off the bench. As Likes drives right back in, and she's going to get blocked by Bailey Gillum. As Virginia Lugo drives in, tips off her leg, and goes out of bounds. Bailey Gillum is very long. She can block a lot of shots down low if you don't see her rotate on the defensive side. Definitely kind of a big presence in the paint for Farmington. As called some kind of stop in time.
Looks like
something fell on the court.
Yeah. Might have been something from the band or something like that. Not sure.
As it's Potosi's ball here, and there's Likes, and she's going to try to drive in. Sophia White guarding her now. They give it to Coleman down low. Swinging the ball around, there's Yunt. Yunt gives it to Mercer. To DeClue. DeClue tries to go up, and she's going to not get that to go, but ball's tipped out by Farmington. Gives it to Mercer. Mercer to Yunt. Yunt's going to give that to DeClue. To Mercer. To Likes. Likes is going to drive in, try to get something to go, and she can. Another bucket for her. Another steal out of the press, but that's going to be going out of bounds.
That press is just really hurting Farmington. I don't know what they're going to do at halftime to make it work. I have no idea. They're going to have to be able to come back into this game.
Moore to White. Tries to get it on to Kazmanis, but falls to Bailey Gillum, and Bailey Gillum gets the first jump shot of the game to fall for Farmington.
And she has all 6 points.
All 6 points so far here tonight. Maybe that gets something going here for Farmington as Likes drives right back in. She's going to be fouled by Bailey Gillum, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it looks like she was trying to get the block and came down hard on, not too hard, but came down forward onto her and gave her a little body, and they called the foul.
If I'm not mistaken, this is Likes' third or fourth trip to the line here tonight. Farmington already having 7 fouls with 6 minutes left in this half. As the second one is good to go. 21-6 here early as Virginia Lugo has the ball, trying to beat the press. Gives it to Moore. Moore to Lugo. They give it to Moore. Gillum in the corner. Right back to McKenna Moore. A little give-go action. Another point for Farmington.
That was a good press breaker. They got the ball to the middle, looked opposite, found Gillum, and then Gillum gave back to McKenna Moore.
As Likes is down low, almost loses it, gets blocked by White. And now beating the press this time for sure. Sophia White gets it down low to McKenna Moore. She's going to take that jump shot, and that bucket falls. Farmington's warming up a little bit from the field. 21-10 now. Farmington showing a little bit of life here in the second. There's Likes now with the ball. Sophia White doing a decent job guarding her. As McKenna Moore almost gets the passing lane steal, but Potosi recovers it. As they're going to swing it over to Coleman on the wing. Yunt to Blair outside. There's Likes. They're going to give that to Coleman, who's going to drive in. Can't get it to go. They're going to call a jump ball. And it's going to be Farmington's ball. Chance to cut in this lead a little bit more. See what they can do. White gives it to Moore. Farmington kind of figuring out this press just a little bit as they give it to Moore. And then to White. They're going to give that to Gillum. Gillum gives it to Kazmatis and almost got the pass through.
She would have looked opposite. Virginia Lugo was cutting to the basket. Would have been a good opportunity.
Farmington slowly kind of figuring out this press and how it's working. As Sophia White will be inbounding it. Tries to feed it down low, but can't get it as Cameron Young's going to be running the break. It's a 2-on-1. She's going to feed that to Blair, and Blair's going to get a tough layup to fall over the defender. There's McKenna Moore. She's just going to drive. She's got a little two. As Farmington will be calling a timeout if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think it was a travel.
Was it?
Yeah, I think McKenna Moore didn't jump stop, and she just kind of walked through it.
My bad. As Potosi's inbounding the ball, kind of has a bit of a different lineup in. As there is Hampton. Got a completely different lineup in, actually.
Madeline Bradley, I think, is one of them. Carly Hampton, I think you mentioned.
As she drives in, Carly Hampton drives in and gets a bucket for Potosi. Up 15, Potosi checks a completely different lineup in to get their either starters some rest or just to get some younger players some time, I guess. Carly Hampton is a freshman playing varsity. It's quite interesting. Virginia Lugo, there's Woolridge. Back to Lugo. Lugo's going to shoot that three. Can't get it to go. Woolridge is going to get the rebound, kicks it way out to White. Lugo's driving, tries to get it down to Moore. Moore's trying to put on a little bit of a trap. Lugo gets a steal after the McKenna Moore block. Well, I guess you could say a rebound, and then goes up for it and gets fouled.
Pretty smart by Lugo, just putting it up. Knew she was going to draw the foul.
Gets the first one to fall.
A couple of youngins checking in for Farmington.
Emin Gershner and Clayton Clark, as I mentioned earlier. Both younger players coming up from JV. Got a quality playing time last time out. Let's see how they fare here as Christian Blair will be bringing the ball up. And she's going to swing that over to Bradley, and then Bradley's going to give it to Hampton, and then to Coleman. Coleman is the lone starter in for Potosi, as there's Blair, gives it to Coleman. Coleman to Bradley, to Hampton. Hampton drives in. She's going to try to get, she gets that shot to go too. 2 for 2 as she checks into the game. Going to give that to Clark.
Bad pass
Ball gets
by the
stolen
freshman.
by Blair. She's going to tip that out to Hampton.
Oh, tip by Virginia Lugo. I think there was a foul called on Potosi's 31, Madeline Bradley, which I believe, yes, she is a freshman. Oh, freshman kind of getting torn up here on this press.
It's not looking healthy for Farmington now as they come away with the steal and they're going to get a foul. You got to imagine what Coach Sansegraw is thinking now is these two younger players that he just checked in are definitely not adjust to this kind of defense just yet. It's especially with the way Potosi's playing right now. It's got to be an intimidating feeling, kind of. She's going to put that first free throw up and get it to go. 28-12 here with 3 minutes left to go in the half. It's looking a little dire for Farmington. The offense kind of started clicking a little bit, but even with it clicking, Potosi didn't slow down one bit. Been putting their foot on the gas all game long. Lugo gives it to Clark.
I think there was a foul there on the floor on number 5, Carly Hampton. Farmington got pretty lucky there. with that foul. Doesn't look like they were doing that good, bringing the ball down the court.
Clark now has it. She's going to try to drive in. She's going to get a little foul there. Couldn't get to go. Looked a little rushed. But 2 free throws to 2 free throws.
Kirsten Blair of Potosi, her first personal foul, 7th foul.
Gets the first one to fall, and she earns herself a second free throw at the line.
And she makes the second one.
Blair now walking the ball up the court. Gives it to Hampton, my bad. Hampton gives it to Bradley, to Coleman. Coleman drives in. She gets an open lane, and she's going to get 2 free throws at the line. Foul on Bailey Gill, if I'm not mistaken. That's her 3rd of the game. Really got to watch out for it going into the second half, how many fouls you have.
She knocks down the first one. And I believe Kirsten Blair and Peyton Blair, there might be some, like there might be sisters or something like that both playing basketball.
I mean, you also have Olivia and Alyssa Coleman as well, both starting. Olivia being a junior and Alyssa being a senior. But this team's got to be looking up Potosi, considering they have a freshman in case Carly Hampton, my bad. She's got a little game, it seems like, as Potosi gets another steal. And Blair is resetting the offense, seeing what she can get. As there's Mercer outside. She's going to shoot it.
Oh.
Air ball as Carter Clark gets the rebound, and she's running the court. She tries to drive in and just gets her pocket picked. There's Emma Williams. She tips it out. Good hustle there as it's going to be Potosi's ball for sure, as they're having a whole new lineup check-in.
Looks like the youngins are coming out. And leaving Mercer in. She is a junior.
Mercer now on the wing. Gives it to Yunt. Yunt drives in. Hits her defender with a crossover and couldn't get the shot to fall, though, but she's going to get her own rebound. Mercer now takes a drive, gives it to Likes. Likes drives in, almost gets a shot to potentially bounce in, but it rolls out and
her first personal foul.
Likes is going to get 2 more at the line.
She's been at the line a lot tonight.
For sure. Coming off the bench, she's earned herself some more time now playing in these few extra minutes. Coming off the bench, she's provided a huge spark. Has definitely scored a lot of points. She's in double digits for sure on the night. Can't get the second one to fall, as Emma Williams now has the ball, and she's going to be fouled. Minute 48 left in this half. It's 32-14. Potosi.
Looks like Emma Gershner is going to get the 2 free throws. They're actually, I thought they were in double bonus. I guess not.
That's Potosi.
Oh, okay. So she sinks her first one.
After this, don't forget to catch us on the 1st of February. We got boys basketball against Jackson. And then soon after, conference coming for both basketball squads. Excited to see that. And then also around February 9th, we got wrestling districts. Don't forget to catch us then. That do it in upcoming recent events. But make sure you support your Knights. We'll be loud and proud at almost, if not most, of the events. As Virginia Lugo will be inbounding now, 32-16. As there's Carter Clark now. Tries to give it to Williams. Williams almost loses it, and she's driving up the court now. Gives to Kazmanis in the corner. Kazmanis to Clark. Clark's driving. Back to Williams. Kazmanis down low. Gets a bucket to fall. As that whole possession just kind of put me on edge there. Seemed like every pass is probably going to get picked off. As There's Emma Williams with another steal, but I think there was something called on the floor. It's actually a foul on Potosi.
Can't get the first one to fall.
As there's legs for the rebound. Blair now has it. Farmington trying to put some kind of trap in it. There's going to be a blocking.
Which is Gershner's second foul.
32-18. It seems like Farmington was slowly starting to cut in his lead a little bit. Made it a 14-point game. And then Potosi teams just to try to tack on every time Farmington kind of gets a little life. As there's a second free throw from Blair, she gets it to go. Potosi's been extremely efficient from the line tonight. Not a lot has been missed. Can't complain with that. As Sophia White and Olivia Bussey will check in the game.
With the youngins coming out.
There's Sophia now. She's going to give it to Bussey, and that's going to be a foul on Potosi.
And that will put Farmington, I believe, in double bonus. Yep, it will.
Sophia's going to get some free throws now at the line. Sophia White, a pretty good free throw shooter overall. Really runs the offense for Farmington most of the time, especially when it makes pauses in the game. Likes to drive, be aggressive, dish the ball out when she's down low.
Looks like Paul's is sitting at the end of the bench. I don't know if they might have just let her play just for a couple minutes, just because it's senior night, not really sure.
As Warriors gets the offensive rebound, McKenna Moore takes a dribble, thinks about it. As Olivia Bussey shoots that ball and she gets it to go. That's a 3-ball, it's a 12-point game. Farmington gets the first 3 of the night to go for him. As Likes drives in, almost bowls over Farmington defender.
Potosi's still in that press. Farmington just broke it pretty well.
Bussey has it on the wing to Lugo to White. Potosi gets a steal and Likes drives down low. Absorbs the contact and she's going to get 2 more free throws. Really good at just running in the defender, making some kind of contact to get her to the line. I thought it might have been on Sophia White, but it is on Virginia Lugo.
Looks like Farmington's trying to get in that 3/4 court press. Not really sure how it's going to work out for him.
As they get the rebound, Woolridge now has it. 20 seconds left. Woolridge is pushing the pace. Ball gets tipped away by Blair, but it's going to be a blocking on Woolridge, if I'm not mistaken.
Woolridge had the turnover. It looked like she tried to get it back and caused herself to get into cause a foul. She has 2 now. Student section's looking pretty full tonight for the girls' game.
Senior night, you expected, of course, packed crowd, support the seniors, and kind of thing you just regularly see. As Farmington now is beating this press. Olivia Bussey coming up the court with around 8 seconds to go. Clock's ticking down. They're going to give it to White. White to Lugo. Lugo driving in. 2 seconds left. Goes up with it. And Potosi fights for the ball and rips to their own possession. 37-21 to end the first half. We'll have your Farmington Nightline as
I don't believe not. I think the Natalie Sago is visiting here tonight for halftime. Yes, she is. I can see her now. Natalie Sago, she is a Farmington graduate. I believe it was somewhere around 2008 is when she graduated. She is now a NBA official. She's apparently really good.
well, hope you all enjoy your halftime show We'll catch you back in around 10 minutes.
She has followed her dad's passion for officiating. Her talent was spotted 6 years ago at a 6th grade girls game, and her rise has been rapid. Natalie was invited to attend an NBA camp after refereeing a Division III game in St. Louis that drew a crowd of approximately 15 fans. Natalie is now one of only 5 women officials who have been promoted to NBA full-time status. Her first NBA assignment was October 22nd, 2018, with the Utah Jazz and the Memphis Grizzlies. Farmington High School is proud of Natalie's accomplishments and will continue to follow her success as a men's National Basketball Association official. And Natalie, the next time you call a foul on LeBron James or Steph Curry, tell them the Farmington Knights say hello. Natalie's father, Shelton Sega, who is just completing his 35th year as an official, her mother Jane, and brother Stuart will be presenting her with a plaque commemorating her first NBA game. Let's hear it again for Natalie Sega, NBA referee.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your second half of action. Of course, we got your Farmington Knights going up against the Potosi Trojans. 37-21, Potosi's on top. That first half, Potosi was just really clicking on both sides of the court, offensive, defense. Got Farmington in foul trouble early. They really couldn't slow them down at all. Farmington was held to 4 points in the first quarter, all by Bailey Gillum from the free throw line. Started working a little bit on the second quarter. Definitely was a little more productive on the offensive end. Farmington, anything, or my bad, Isaac, anything you can take away from the first half?
Potosi's press was looking really good. It was really beating Farmington up. Farmington's offense just wasn't clicking. Their defense wasn't too bad. They were letting some easy buckets go by in the first quarter with beyond the arc and stuff like that. But I mean, we can just see how they're going to play in the second half.
I think the biggest thing is how they're going to beat that press and then score consistently too. Once they do beat it, that's the biggest thing. Like you said, the defense wasn't really that bad, getting a lot of block shots. As there's Bailey Gillum again, if I'm not mistaken, blocking another one. As here's Sophia White now, looking to see what she can get. There's Woolridge in the corner to White. There's Gillum down low. She's going to go up strong and get a quick foul.
They need to be doing that a lot because every time Gillum's going to go up, they're just going to foul her. Or she's going to get a bucket. It just really depends.
For sure, when she's down low inside, she has a lot of control, standing close to 6 feet, around 5'10", if I'm not mistaken. She can really get a lot of shots she wants to go, and she's not an awful free throw shooter either. She gets a lot of them to fall, never mind the one that just happened to miss. But she's going to have her second one here at the line. And it's good. Bailey Gillum in general actually has a decent jump shot. She can space the floor pretty well for the Knights if needed. Shot a lot more when she was down in JV for sure, behind the arc anyway. As there's Coleman inside, gives it up to her sister in the corner. They swing it up to Blair. There's DeClue. Coleman in the high post. Blair back to DeClue in the corner for Coleman. Back to Blair. They're going to give that to DeClue. Coleman in the corner. Farmington playing some decent defense. There's Coleman. She's going to try to throw up a floater. Rebound for Farmington. Sophia White running the court. She's going to give that to Moore. And then Lugo back to Moore. To Woolridge. He's going to give that to Lugo. She's going to drive inside, give it to Moore.
Oh, double dribble.
Going to call a double dribble on Lugo.
That was a really good take, too.
For sure. It was tough. She drove down in, got a good pass to go. Kind of Moore might most likely had an easy bucket to fall right there. But just a little mishap as there's Coleman in the wing, or in the corner, my bad. Gives it to her sister, and she's going to get a little runner to fall there. There's Woolridge now.
Still looking at that press, it's just not as intense.
White gives it to Woolridge. Woolridge drives in, gives it to Lugo. Back to White. White tries to get it down to Gillum, and she does. Bailey can't get the layup to fall, but Woolridge is going to get that offensive rebound. Rolls it out to White. White's shooting three. Oh, just can't fall. Bounced around on the rim. As Potosi's ball, but McKenna Moore smacks it right back into Alyssa Coleman's chest. As coming with the floor is Potosi now. The clue, Alyssa Coleman in the corner. She's going to give that to Yunt. Yunt can shoot. Can't get that one to go off the back iron. Almost out of bounds off Farmington, but Sophia White trying to beat that press, gives it to Lugo, about half court, back to White. Sophia White's going to take a three in rhythm, couldn't get it to fall. Ball's tipped around. Farmington trying to come up with it. It's going to be Potosi's ball. 39-22, a couple minutes taken out of this third period of play. As here's Blair, gives it to DeClue. DeClue tries to get to Coleman, but that's going to be a steal for Farmington. 2-on-2, but it's going to be tipped out by Farmington as Regina Lugo takes a little spill. Couldn't quite rein the dribble in.
Yeah, it looks like she lost control. Looks like Farmington is kind of pressing just a little bit, trying to keep Potosi from scoring.
As there's Yunt on a little floater, couldn't get it to go. Yunt's having a tough coming out of this half. Farmington's playing a little more intense D, as you said. Just can't get easy shots to fall. Some unforced turnovers. Just really being patient is what they got to do. Make sure they're making proper passes, dribbling the ball. Just got to kind of run through your offenses. They're going to give that to Lugo. Lugo's going to drive. She's going to get a foul on the floor, even though she gets that bucket to fall. Or I'm going to imagine it's going to be on the floor.
Yeah, McKenna Moore made a really good decision there. When they hit her middle, she just likes to look opposite, and right there it was Lugo. Really good decision.
For sure, took it up strong, took it to the rack. Lugo's had a tough game offensively all night as there's more from outside. Almost got it to go. Lugo drives in for the offensive rebound. Couldn't corral it in, my bad. As here's Yunt now. Trying to pass it in. Sophia White playing some suffocating defense. Moore getting in the way. And they're going to call that
out of bounds. And they're going to give it to Farmington.
It's a good defensive play, I guess, by McKenna Moore.
Yeah.
Got in the way, trying to take a charge, if I'm not mistaken. But they called it out of bounds. They're going to give that to Moore, and Moore thought about it. Lugo. There's White. You can see Farmington being a lot more aggressive, shooting the ball, taking it to the rack. Got to kind of like that out of the offense. Lugo gets a little bounce pass, tries to drive in. There's White outside, thought about it. Tries to feed it to Woolridge. Woolridge kicks it to Lugo outside, back to White. White shoots it, gets it to fall from deep. 25-39. Farmington's starting to show a little life here in the offensive and defensive end. Coleman down low. She's going to get blocked by Bailey Gillum. That's a good defensive play right there. Bailey Gillum running the court is going to give it to Woolridge. She's almost got trapped there. Sophia White. There's more in the corner. You're going to give that to Lugo. That's a tough pass. Lugo and Likes take a fall, and it's a 2-on-1. Woolridge goes straight up. That's a good defensive play as well. That's tipped out by Potosi, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Farmington's ball. That's some high pace and action right there. A lot went on in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
It's a 14-point game, but Farmington's starting to put the pieces together now as there's more. Moore gives it to Woolridge. Lugo outside, guarded by Yunt. Moore at the high post. Sophia's seeing what she can get. Getting a little physical. There's Moore. Moore's going to try to hit a little turnaround. She's going to get fouled. 2 free throws. Farmington, like I said, being a lot more aggressive here in the second half. Driving the ball, shooting it. Playing some nice defense. Like you said, a kind of a press action going on.
Looks like Farmington's making some changes here. Younger lineup. 3 juniors, Olivia Bussey, Abby Casamatis, and Brianna Matthews, I believe, and then Emma Gershner and Trista Hampton checking in for the Knights.
Got to be surprising considering the offense is just starting to click, and got your lone senior out there, McKenna Moore, who's now checking out for Brianna Speaker. Brianna Speaker's played some solid time. She showed she's got a little bit of a jump shot, 12, 15 feet out. She can block a lot of shots, plays decent down low.
Yeah, like you said, very surprising change in lineup.
Yeah, especially since, you're almost within 10 points of this team. You got to imagine Potosi's a little rattled right now. So it's just surprising to see. I talked to Macy Pauls around halftime, most likely. She is not going to be getting any more time. That's going to be a travel, if I'm not mistaken. But most likely she will not be getting more time for the rest of this game.
Probably just got her in at the very beginning just because it's senior night.
Yeah. Just kind of a traditional thing. They just don't want to risk her injuring herself anymore. Is more the most of it. I call that a travel on Emma Gershner.
Just looks like she kind of dribbled into the defense.
Potosi hit him with a trap pretty quick. Didn't know where to go. I think she took a step before she started dribbling was the biggest problem. Or a couple. I'm not quite sure. But there's Coleman now in the corner down low. DeClue outside driving in, tries to get it to go. That's going to be on the floor if I'm not mistaken. Or is it going to be Farmington's ball, actually? Gershner is going to be inbounding it. Gives it to Bussey.
Bussey's just kind of taking it down the sideline.
That's going to be out of bounds on Potosi. Bussey got the ball and sprinted up to beat the press. Job well done, I guess you could say. So here's Trista Hampton now. Surprisingly, doing a lot of ball handling with Farmington. Being a freshman, Olivia Bussey's going to shoot it, but I think that ball was tipped. That's going to be a jump ball. Potosi's, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think it's Farmington's.
Wow.
Hampton inbounding.
Kazmana's down low. She's going to try to go up with it. Can't get it to fall. I think offensive rebound for Brianna Speaker. But they're going to call a walk, if I'm not mistaken, on Brianna Speaker. And Potosi's ball tough. You got to imagine Farmington's got to kind of be. I'm still questioned by the move to switch to a younger lineup at this point. Potosi, again, still hasn't scored in a minute, give or take a few. But then rattled on defense and rattled on offense. You would imagine they're trying to close the gap at this point. As Potosi now inbounding the ball. Gives it to DeClue. DeClue to links to Coleman. Back to the top. Back to Coleman on the wing. Gives it to DeClue. DeClue drives in. Gives it to Coleman in the corner. Olivia Coleman takes a little jump shot at the elbow, and she gets it to fall.
Pretty good ball movement by Potosi.
Balls gets tipped out. Trista Hampton running the wrong way. Emma Gerstner gives it back to Trista Hampton. Bussey now on the wing, gives it to Bree Speaker. Bree gives that to Gerstner outside, and she's going to hit that 3-ball. 2-ball, my bad. 28-41. 2 minutes to go here. Gives it to Like. To DeClue. Or my bad, that's Kirsten Blair. As Mercer drives down low, and Kazmas is going to get that steal. They're going to give that to Hampton. Hampton dribbling around now, seeing what she can do. There's Bussey. Bussey to Hampton. Hampton to Gerstner. Kazmas takes a dribble, goes up strong, gets the bucket to fall. 41-30. This is an 11-point game. Farmington showing a few signs. Gotta like what you're seeing right now if you're Farmington's coach. Especially they're playing 10 buckets in a 7-point game. They came out of this half with some aggressiveness, really playing type of press, shooting the ball a lot better, or taking open looks. And Potosi last scoring, if I'm not mistaken, they only have close to 4 points, give or take, coming out of the half. I was keeping stats remote, but lost coming out because things have been a little crazy. So, but if I'm not mistaken, Bailey Gilman is still the leading somewhere around points taken.
In that full court press. Potosi trying to beat it. Potosi does beat.
Only player. Hampton.
Looks like he's just trying to move the ball.
Hampton. Again, Potosi has quite a young lineup in as well. The oldest player in there is Alyssa Coleman, who is a senior, if I'm not mistaken. But as there's Blair now taking a little jump shot, can't get it to go. And Gersher now gives it to Tristan. She's on the court, trying to see what she can get. Balls tipped. There's Bussey down low. See Brianna Speaker open, and she's going to get that shot to fall. 32-41. This game is in reaching distance now. As here's Christian Blair gives it to Hampton for Potosi. Little trap there. Gives it to Coleman. Potosi can't seem to figure anything out right now. Just looking for something to click at the moment. Knights are playing some good defense. Really forcing the ball to players they don't want to, or the players they want to have shoot. As there's number 5 for Potosi, Carly Hampton hitting from deep. As here is Trista Hampton. She's going to get fouled if I'm not mistaken. As Gershon will be in on the ball, she gives it to Speaker. She's going to give that to Hampton. Hampton's going to try to drive in, but that ball's going to be tipped away. I think it's going to be Farmington's ball. Tipped out on Potosi. It is. Gershner will be inbounding it. You know that Bussey on the top of the three-point arc, and Trista's going to shoot that just off the back of the rim. I didn't quite know it was the end of the third period, but it is 44-32 to end the third period. Going into the fourth, you got to think Farmington's pretty happy right now. They're playing some good basketball. Came out of the second half with some aggressiveness, playing some solid defense. Potosi looking rattled.
Especially with that young lineup in for Farmington. I mean, I didn't really expect it. I didn't expect it at all. Especially, I mean, the seniors weren't doing bad coming into this half, but Knight's really pulling it out. Still 44-32, but 8 minutes is a lot of basketball. So
for sure, and like I said, I'm almost certain Potosi only scored 7 or 8 points in that whole quarter, considering Knights ran it up a good bit on them within that short amount of time. You can imagine they're excited to come out, potentially win this ball game if they have a chance. They've got to come out strong. I'm going to imagine in this fourth quarter we are going to see an older-looking lineup: Sophia White, Bailey Gill, McKenna Moore, Kaylee Woolridge, and Virginia Lugo. The biggest thing that I've noticed from Farmington is they really notice how to beat Potosi's press. But let's see what the teams come out with in this final period of play. Yunt has the ball. They're going to feed that down to Coleman. Olivia's going to get that down low, and she's going to get that bucket to fall. She gives it to White. White gets possession. She's going to be dribbling down. Bailey Gillum outside. There's Woolridge. Woolridge to Lugo outside. Lugo's going to put that up. Can't get it to go. Fights for the rebound. Blair's pulling it out. You got Woolridge and White back. Woolridge now picking up Yunt. Potosi slows it down a little bit. Gives it to Blair. Resets the offense. Yunt. Back to Blair. Swings it to Clue, but gives it to Coleman down low. Coleman, Bailey Gillum goes up for the block, but makes contact and commits the foul.
Yeah, Bailey Gillum, it's her fourth. Probably going to need her here with these rebounds and stuff. We'll see how her mindset is with this foul trouble.
For sure. As the second free throw.
Wouldn't be surprised if they
good.
come in with that young lineup again. Farmington. Looks like their seniors are not having too tough a time, but more tough than the younger lineup.
I'm going to call that a travel. I'm not quite sure Sophia White took a step there, but that's another turnover now. 16-point game. Potosi's starting to click now. Sophia White playing some decent defense on Blair. Potosi's got to be careful right now. They're going to get a violation. That's some, my bad, they're going to call a timeout.
Yeah.
Thought up Farmington calls the violation there with some suffocating defense, but Potosi really didn't know what to do. 48-32 early in the fourth. Farmington needs to get some offense here, string together some possessions, get some buckets, and they really got to play some lockdown defense too. And not much more to it than that.
Looking pretty good for the Knights. I mean, they just gotta beat the press, and I think they'll be fine. Their defense is not bad at all, especially with that full court press, which they are staying in the half court.
As here's Potosi again trying to beat this press. Yunt has it. Sophia White picking her up. Some good defense. There's the Clue. Clue looks down to Coleman, out to Yunt, and gives it back to Blair.
Looks like Potosi's trying to run the clock as much as they can.
Blair. Back to DeClue, to Coleman. Tipped away by Sophia White, but Potosi regains it. That's going to be a steal for Sophia. Jump ball, but it's going to go Farmington's way. Almost a steal for Sophia White. But Kaylee Woolridge be inbounding, and Potosi as well staying in on this full court press still. As there's McKenna Moore. She picks up her dribble, and there's Sophia White now. Gives it to Woolridge. Woolridge finds Lugo. Gives it back to White. To Woolridge. Warriors going to give that to Lugo. Lugo thought about it. She's going to drive in, tries to get the bucket to go. Nothing. Warriors can't get that offensive rebound either, and Lugo slings the defender off the ball as it's going to be Potosi's ball on the jump ball.
Farmington, not a bad press.
There's a steal for Bailey Gillum as she's going to walk down the court and get a nice open layup to fall, 48-34. Farmington playing some tough defense, really trying to force anything they can get. Blair now trying to keep the ball afloat. Guarded by Sophia White. Coleman down low, tries to get it to her sister, Olivia.
And here comes that young lineup again. Figured it would happen. Not a bad lineup. See if this young lineup can pull it out. Probably put the seniors back in eventually.
As there's a three from the corner for Blair. She gets that to fall, and then she instantly tips the ball out and almost gets a steal. You can definitely see the differences between the two lineups when they check in the game. The older player is much more composed, patient. Not as many loose turnovers, but this younger lineup likes to run the floor. Very efficient on offense. Again, there's a turnover on Farmington. It's going to be Potosi's ball.
Yeah, it was.
Recall. It's going to be Farmington's ball. Ref kind of missaw it. They had a little talk and came to the conclusion. There's Trista Hampton. She's going to drive in, try to get a foul, and she's going to get that bucket to go.
It's a tough shot.
Definitely took the contact and went up strong. Something you got to appreciate as this young lineup, like you said, playing some intimidating defense right now. Coleman loses it, throws it up into the corner as they give the ball to Blair now. There's Yunt, Coleman down low. Blair, and then Likes. Likes is going to drive in, can't get it to go. There's Gershner with a steal. She's almost trapped. That should be tipped out on Potosi. It'll be Farmington's ball. 1 point. It was an 11-point game, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be a timeout for Farmington. I don't know exactly what Coach St. Ronaldo is going to be saying. It's a little different seeing the lineup he's playing with, considering the game and the circumstances, but they're getting the job done, which you have to appreciate.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like, Potosi, their press was just really good at the beginning of the game. Farmington is not doing bad on offense or defense. They just gotta get to the basket more, play some really hard, tough defense, stay in that press, and should be able to come back.
You got to realize Potosi started off the game with the 8-0 run, got it at the point where it was something close to like 18-4, and then the lead really hasn't gotten too much bigger or smaller than that. Really, that beginning run put them out ahead. They were able to kind of coast on this lead, and then Farmington started to make a little run coming out of that second half, got it down to, like I said, an 11-point game. Really just trying to fight back into this game, claw their way back in.
It is Farmington's ball.
Tristan Hampton's looking for somebody, tries to give it to Bussey over the top, and she can. Ball's falling out to Bree Speaker, and she gives it to Yunt. As Yunt's probably just going to drive in, takes a contact, and gets the ball to go.
That is an and one. I believe the foul was on Olivia Bussey. And yes, it was. It is 53-36. Potosi with 4:45 left, and she gets the free throw to go.
Trista Hampton has it now, tries to dip it over to Bree Speaker, and she can. Bree tips it away, loses it, and that's going to be Alyssa Coleman's ball. Farmington's fighting for it.
Looks like Coleman was pretty upset about Casamatis going for that. Here comes the older lineup.
McKenna Moore, Woolridge, White, Gillum, and Lugo checking back in. The lineup with much younger players didn't get quite a lot of time. Really, just a lot of uncostly turnovers. As there's Coleman now in the corner. Gives it to Blair. Blair dribbling the ball around. 4.5 minutes left in this final period of play. There's Coleman. Gives it to her sister up top. And Sophia White now gets the ball. Gives it to Moore. Moore gives it to Woolridge. And Lugo in the corner. Down to Gillum. Gillum's going to take a dribble. Tried to find the space, but that's going to be out of bounds on Potosi, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Sophia White will be inbounding the ball. McKenna Moore will shoot that three from the corner. Can't get it to go as Likes picks up the rebound, and she's going to be taking the ball up the court. And there's Yunt. Yunt gives it to Coleman. Back to Blair. To Yunt again. Ball gets tipped around, and there's Alyssa Coleman to pick it up. Likes has it now. Swinging the ball around. Potosi really just working the clock now. Coleman's just going to go for that jump shot. Can't get it to fall. Bailey Gillum gets the rebound. She's going to give it to Sophia White. Pushing the pace now. Likes is just going to pick off that pass, read it like a book, and now she's going to drive inside. She's going to get 2 more free throws.
On Sophia White, Farmington, her third personal foul, 16th foul. White to the free throw line, shooting 2.
First one is no good. As Likes is going to get another one at the line. 54-36, Potosi. 3:21 left in this final period of action. Likes' second free throw is up and off the back of the rim. She's had a ton of trips on the line off the bench. You got to imagine Potosi's loved her contribution off the benches. There's another steal for her as Sophia White ends up regaining control. Bailey Gilman's going to pull up on the jump shot. Can't get it to fall. Sophia White on the offensive rebound. As here's Farmington now recollecting. McKenna Moore looking for something. There's Sophia. Sophia to Woolridge down low. Thought about it. There's Lugo outside. She shoots that ball. Can't get it to fall. As Coleman and Gillum are going to be fighting down low for a rebound.
Another jump ball. Looks like it's Farmington's, I believe. Yes, it is.
As they inbound the ball to Sophia White, who's going to let it fly from deep, and she's going to get that shot to fall. 39-54. As there's Coleman now beating Farmington's press.
Looks like Potosi's just trying to run some time off the clock. They don't really need to score necessarily.
Olivia goes up strong to the rack, and she's going to shoot 2 more free throws.
Bailey Woolridge up the ninth. Her third personal foul, 17th foul.
First one is off the back of the rim, no good.
And she sinks her second one. It is 55-39 with 2:23 left to go.
As Virginia Lugo has the ball now, she kicks it over to Woolridge. Woolridge thinks about driving into Lugo. Lugo gives it down to Gillum. Gillum's going to try to drive in, but it's going to be a foul on Potosi, if not mistaken. Farmington inbounding, gives it to Moore outside. Moore again can't get it to fall. Another rebound or fought, another loose ball fought for from Bailey Gillum and one of the Coleman sisters. As that's another foul, 55-39. 2 minutes or so left in the game. Farmington inbounding it again. Gives it to Woolridge and then Moore outside again. Moore's going to let it fly off the front of the rim. Lugo on the offensive rebound. That's 2 more free throws for Farmington. Potosi visually frustrated with how these last couple offensive possessions or defense possessions have turned out.
I believe number 22,
Annie
which
McCall.
is Allie Coleman, just fouled out of the game. That was her 5th. With a young,
It'd be Annie McCall.
yeah,
checking.
freshman. Virginia Lugo sinks her first one. There goes the second one, and just can't get it to go. Bailey Gillum can't get that to go either.
Farmington has to be frustrated tonight because if you take away that first half of basketball, this is a ball game for him right now for sure. Definitely a hard-fought second half. It was definitely a tale of two different stories. With 2 minutes left in this final period of play, 15-point game, you got to imagine. For the most part, the score is set in stone, barring any miracles, I guess you could say, as Warriors pulls down the rebound. But really just a poor shooting night for Farmington. Just couldn't really start clicking early as Bailey Gillum is wide open down low, and she gets another bucket to fall. Farmington's making a little push here right at the end of the game. But Olivia Coleman now takes it across half court. Potosi played just some crazy D in that first half. Is here Farmington now going for a steal. Couldn't quite get it. Ball's tipped around.
Little frustration by Blair, getting
For sure.
trapped down there on the baseline.
Gets blocked, if I'm not mistaken, and there's Warriors on the rebound. Not a lot of time left in this game, but Farmington's definitely not giving up until that final whistle. As Sophia White's going to hit that from deep. She makes this a 10-point game with a minute left. Farmington showing a little fight. As the man's announcing it, I'm just going to say it as well. Farmington boys will be in action Friday night going up against Jackson. Conference soon to follow at MAC. Make sure to go support your Farmington boys. February 9th, you got wrestling districts. Don't forget to check that out. That'll be something to go support your team on. More events coming, of course. You'll catch them all on our YouTube channel at BKTV Studios. Barring any weird circumstances, Farmington will fall to 17-10 after this game, and Potosi will go to 6-7.
And Farmington boys actually play St. John tomorrow at St. John, so we will not be covering it. But if you would like to show up, it is at St. John. It actually is a conference game. If we win, we seal the deal for our first seed in the conference.
It's got to be
tournament.
something you guys are definitely looking forward to getting potentially.
For sure.
Something's nice to have. As Blair now dribbling a little under a minute to go here. Blair's going to get a wide open lane. Bailey Gillum bottles the shot, and Virginia Lugo comes flying in. As Virginia Lugo visually upset after that. As she's going to be checking out of the game. It is her 5th foul, so if I'm not mistaken, she is fouling out of the game. So Olivia Bussey will be checking in. Need that 3-point shooting right now. Farmington's trying to make some kind of push in this game. As the free throw is good from Olivia. Second one is up and good. It's a 12-point game, as here's Sophia White. She gives it right back to Kaylee Woolridge. Back to Sophia. They got to beat this press quick. Sophia now trying to do something. She gets trapped, and the ball's picked away.
Timeout Potosi. I believe it's a full timeout.
Hard-fought game for both sides. 12-point game. Farmington made a little push late. Got to appreciate that. Definitely had a lot of fight left in them.
Yeah, like you said earlier, that first quarter just really hurt them. They
Yeah,
had Potosi had that 8-0 run on Farmington. Farmington couldn't get nothing to fall. It was, I feel like if they would have came out scoring in the first quarter, it would have been a totally different game. But
for sure. I just think if they would have been clicking a little bit more, it's a totally different ball game, like you said. It's for sure a tale of two halves because Farmington called Potosi rattled coming out, beating that push, or beating that press, and they were just getting a lot of shots to fall. As they're all going to be coming back out now, a little under a minute left in this game.
your Farmington Knights are down to 12. Let's see if they can make anything happen.
The younger lineup is checking in for Farmington. Probably just to close out this game as Blair is going to drive in. She's going to get an easy layup to fall.
She is very good taking it in and, just getting that bucket.
She doesn't mind the bigger D. Can really finish with the best of them. As Olivia Bussey is getting bothered right now by a trap. She throws it way up to Brianna Speaker. Brianna Speaker loses it. She's going to give that to Kazmanis down low. Kazmanis hits it off the bottom of the backboard as Potosi falls with the ball. And now as she kicks it up to Yunt, Yunt's running. As really just running out the clock now with this much amount of time. Sub 20 seconds now, sub 10 seconds now in this game.
Well, I believe that is the game.
59-45 for the Potosi Trojans here on Farmington Senior Night, as I guess you could say they could spoil it. But either if, like I said, like we've been saying all night, Farmington played a hard-fought second half. The first quarter really was the thing that held them back. But Potosi came out here and played. I was told they've been competing against the better teams around, and they came out and showed why they can get the job done. Without doing from your presentation for BKTV, I hope you all have a great night. Drive home safe and sleep well.